Hello everyone and welcome back to our co-op series with me Fisi91 and my co-op teammate KPGK92. We are in sunny Hungary. We actually get a sunny race for once. I swear the last 3 races have been some kind of wet weather involved, but now it looks dry with 0% chance of rain as well. So Kerry, back to the dry, what do you think?
Pleased, but it's probably the worst of the 4 circuits that we're going to, or that we've been to. So the past 3 we were hoping would be good in the dry. Turns out we were good in the wet, but now we're coming to a circuit where I think it'll be a little bit difficult compared to how it has been in the past, especially when traction is concerned. Obviously, we've taken the past 3 victories if you've not been watching and living under a rock, in which case...
what are you doing with your life? Gotta be watching.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, yeah, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the series. There's a lot of stuff that we've done already that you might want to check out before this, but it's looking close. It's never been this close before this stage of the season. This time last year I was running away with it, and it's certainly not the case today, especially as we are still chasing the front guys. So let's check to see the grid and see where they stack up.
Yep. Pretty standard grid really, isn't it? With as usual, our main 3 championship rivals right there at the top. Vettel, championship leader in first place. Alonso, second place in the championship, in second as well. And then you're third in the championship. I'm fourth actually, because I got myself ahead of Ricardo. But he starts up there as well, so he can be challenging in this race.
Yep. It's going to be a painful one, I think, today. I don't think we'll be challenging for victory.
Of course, a tricky track to overtake really as well, because of the twisty sections, and then you got a massive traction zone onto the main straight where the air will be pretty strong. I'm certain of it. So
looks like a pretty bog standard strategy as well. So not much is really going to be thrown up in the air. So we're really going to have to get our fingers out and actually start.
Fingers out.
We've got to let our driving do the talking on track today. We've actually got to make it work on circuit. So
use your fingers to claw our way down the tarmac.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Let's have fun.
Yep. What more can we do? Just gotta jump into it as we always do.
So this might be our first race that we've done since the proper season has started in 2015, the Formula 1 season. This is what they should be doing in real life. Stick the Mercedes at the back and we'll have a race.
Exactly, yeah. They'd probably still win it, but at least they'd have to do some action in the meantime to get there. See, this is much better than real F1. We know what we're doing.
Don't speak too soon.
Right, I'm starting ahead today, as we alternate as always. But when I start ahead, you usually jump me, so let's see if that happens again. Here we go, ready? Oh, not too bad of a start. Am I again?
Hardcore.
Oh, that's not very good.
You're the laggiest person in the world these days. I don't really understand.
That was not ideal turn 1, kind of using a Mexican to brake there. I kind of misjudged that a little bit, but try to be a bit more careful into this one, where everyone is going really slow on the inside. Kobayashi is up to 13th. Try and get around Gutierrez as Kobayashi has gone very slowly there.
Got pit maneuvered by someone.
It's always nice.
Yeah, I was trying to go around the outside of turn 2 there, but I had no space and quickly dived up the inside. So
actually having a bit of a wobble. Let's take this.
You are seriously lagging. You're like ghosting there.
Really? Nice. Whoa! Jesus Christ! This game physics is weird.
Oh, and you're rejoining in a dangerous spot.
What? Not in the racing line.
I'm trying to worm my way around Kobayashi, so I have to get off the racing line.
That's your problem.
Especially you're lagging. I don't know whether you were lagging there or actually having an accident.
No, I tapped the rear of Grosjean and the game just decided to throw me off the track with no chance of controlling the car. So that was not very pleasant for me.
Well, that was an unpleasant first lap. We kept it neat and clean though, for me, which was good. But it was all happening around me. More importantly, we're past that K room.
Yeah, again, as I just have no traction all of a sudden. I think I still got grass on my tyres after half a lap ago. My car is not feeling very nice at the moment. We got a good run at Hungary though. Up the hill, around the bend.
Doesn't help. The AI is lagging as well. It's something is wrong with you.
With me? You're the host of this. You're hosting.
Yeah, but the one thing that's been consistent since our last kart race and this race is no matter what we do, no matter we play other games outside of this, but you lag constantly.
Well.
No, you can't say deal with it because it's a you problem.
I said well, not deal with it, but
No, I know. I was expecting you to say deal with it.
Thing is though, for me, on my screen, on no games, is other people actually lagging. Which is what it just makes it really hard for me to understand what's going on. See, all the AI are fine for me. And your car is fine for me. No lag going on, from what I'm seeing.
That's a pretty strong time from Ricardo up front. I only managed to get past Grosjean there because he didn't really have anyone to latch onto in terms of slipstream. And
they said gravel on the inside of that corner. I swear I just lost all grip and I tried to fit my tyre on the outside of the curve there. Yeah, I need to get a move on here. It's not been very convincing for me as I run wide again.
Oh, Mr. Chicane. Maybe I should have done more practice in this middle sector.
I think we both could have done with a few more laps, in all honesty.
No, this is how Formula 1 should be. Mercedes drivers shouldn't be allowed to practice.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be allowed to qualify.
Just take away all the practice sessions and just throw them straight into the race. Just
exactly.
Straight into the race in reverse championship order. So you have.
Well, no, that would be terrible. would be past the Red Bull so quickly. DRS engaged just in time for me to get past Fiat. Actually, that lap time wasn't too bad for me in the end.
Despite the horrible exit at the last corner, I got the DRS to get my way. Last corner. But unlike yours, your lap time, I think mine was pretty damn average, to be honest. You did pull away a bit there. It's a bit for me. Just certain tracks where I just dial into the car, like Hungary and Hockenheim. Not Hungary and Hockenheim, Austria and Hockenheim, I mean. And then other tracks, like Canada was an example where was absolutely horrendous.
Fun fact: Hungary and Austria used to be like the same nation. Austria-Hungary. Fun fact right there.
What are you banging on about?
So there's a mystery. You can dial into Austria, but not Hungary.
Exactly. They don't like
weird,
Hungary.
Weird, that, isn't it?
So
when am I due in? This is it now. We're thinking about strategy now.
Yeah, I forgot what
these guys.
Pretty sure it was 2 stops, but I can't remember what lap I was going. So once again, I just can't keep up in the traction zone on the last corner. Still get DRS, but close enough to overtake. Try to avoid the inside of the turn 1 this time. Oh, forgot there was a DRS on here.
Oh, I mean Perez got the outside, but
you get close into the door there.
I think I wish the AI were a bit more fighty, especially through that turn 2, because in real life F1, there's so much grip around the outside there. It's obvious to see. Perez could have driven around the outside there.
Absolutely.
Got the line.
Yeah, absolutely love when cars go side by side there in real life. Can't remember who it was, but there was some kind of sick overtake going there and there.
Invariably, it's Hamilton doing something there. I remember last season him running Rosberg off.
Oh yeah, that's probably what I was thinking about when Rosberg
Ricardo,
trying to pass.
Ricardo and Hamilton as well last season, maybe. Ricardo done a couple.
With everyone.
Ricardo done a couple of guys around there, and then obviously we had a few overtakes in 2011 as well when it was wet and dry.
Last season, Hamilton essentially just decided to do what we were doing in the co-op, didn't he? Really, just screw up qualifying and start from the back. Yeah. Pretty much.
Exactly. Set his car on fire deliberately.
Yeah, set his car on fire, then have a deliberate spin after 2 corners. And then
Same thing in Germany as well. So it gives me a little clip there. I just yearn for a game, an F1 game where the AI are a bit more aware defensively, and because he just fell back into line there, but he also hit me as well.
I think the biggest problem is occasionally when they are on the inside line, they're like are in a prime position to either keep a position or take a position, and they brake so early that they just end up like a second back instead. When they're off the racing line, which is kind of the main flaw as far as I'm seeing when you're battling with them. But you just gotta make do. At the moment, I shouldn't really be speaking of battling the AI because I first need to catch them, which is seeming to be.
I was going to say speed-wise, not really an issue if you run no setup, which is what we're doing, of course.
Yeah. Making life as hard as possible for ourselves, as we always do. Well, I guess we could make it hard by using like a Caterham car, but that wouldn't be that fun either. This is one of the worst race starts we've had, I think. I mean, you are already okay. You're in the top 10, but there is quite a gap.
I feel like I'm actually driving okay. I'm not complaining about my driving. Really got a bit loose through 2 there, but I'm not complaining at all. I mean, I'm hunting down these guys. I think we've got a good chance of good points. We still need to make this work though.
Yeah, hopefully. I am a bit concerned, I guess. I mean, I can still see you over there. There's 2 cars between us, and I feel like I haven't really dialed in like this in Hungary. So, yeah. If I can pick it up, now is the time to do it. At least I'm getting close to Perez now. The 2 Mexicans. Oh, yes, that's the till actually. So that's how. Yeah, I passed Gutierrez earlier. I remember now. Oh, Sanders there.
Oh. Huge gains in the middle sector there. Which, of course, the wheel excels at.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it would be like if I was using my trusty pad, which is now gathering dust, actually, if anyone ever wanted to know.
Yeah. I've managed to convert you, haven't I, really?
You did well.
Just forcing you to...
my fastest lap of the race there. It's a great lap.
Your fastest lap or the fastest lap?
Well, I'm literally like 100th off the overall fastest lap, I think.
Can you enlighten me as to what that was? I forgot.
25.5. Well, 25.4 was the overall lap I think that Ricardo set. Considering I'm on now 7 lap old tyres, it's a pretty good lap.
It is, and knowingly for me, I was quite a bit off that. So I'm still struggling to get close enough to these guys to actually challenge for a pass. Thing is, you say the wheel excels in the middle sector, but it's horrendous in the final sector with the traction zones.
That's where my traction control comes in.
Exactly.
I don't have traction.
Really?
That's a disclaimer right there.
This is why you're not using a pad, because then you would have had traction control, essentially. I mean, you would be understeering to India and back on the middle sector, but then you'd be gaining a few light years in the final sector.
Oh, I was about to say that was nice and smooth all the way through that sector. Still enough for the fastest lap of the race though.
I just can't. Is this close enough? Oh, the problem is, I think if there was only Perez ahead of me now, I could have been close enough to pass, but Perez also have DRS.
He's got Sutil right there.
Yeah, It's really a problem being the third in a train, because then the car you're trying to pass will have, well, you won't have the DRS advantage on them. And Perez is not looking like getting past Attila anytime soon. So he's just gonna have the DRS to defend from me, basically.
Just so you know, I'm thinking about hitting this lap.
Okay. I think my default strategy said lap 10 actually, but you'll get the undercut then in that case. We try to see what the AI does, really. Whether they all do
two-stop was the strategy, but I think I'm gonna invert that. Then gear myself up, hopefully jump a lot of these guys and make an assault on the leaders if I can. That's my game plan. I don't usually tell it until it's already happening, and I've surprised you. But
yeah, I guess you're feeling confident enough as it stands with this predicament.
Make sure you break the pit lane.
But with the pace difference at the moment, I feel like it's probably just you being generally better than me at Hungary because of the track suiting you better. Because I remember last season as well, on 2013, even that was a different time, different game. Obviously, you used your pad back then, but there was a similar scenario where we'd been close in some races, but then we got to Hungary and you were pretty fast. Although, still annoying to not be able to get past the Force India. Thoughts go back to Canada at the moment, so I'm just sitting there, not really doing much. Ties are going as well.
Fairly sure I'm going to end up in the middle of this train if I keep this on the road.
Yeah, you're definitely going to jump some people, I reckon.
Of course, some guys will be staying out as well because teammates are pretty close. I know the Williams were pretty close. Williams actually didn't go in early. I've gone in earlier than the Williams, which
is unusual.
There's got to be a first in a dry race anyway.
So Till is going in. Perez staying out though. So let's see.
He might have DRS still, won't he?
Yeah.
You won't have the slipstream though, so still.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have DRS. Shame.
Nice. Stop.
People coming out the pit lane. Who have I jumped? Or who haven't I jumped?
You shouldn't jump me. Well, I say jumped. You were ahead of me.
Alright, behind Hulkenberg.
I'm now in 12th. I jumped to Till in the pit lane actually. So if I can have a good outlap here, hopefully I can get myself ahead of Perez as well.
That's a pretty good exit. Couldn't do it though. Okay, I'm in P9. I know some cars still haven't pitted.
Right, I've gone different route to you. I've gone for the options for this middle stint again, just to see if I can catch up to some people, and if I can catch up to some people, then maybe I can defend on the prime tires on the final stint rather than try to catch them up with the prime tires on the final, or rather than try and catch them up.
Yeah, it'll be
having lost even more time. Yeah,
it'll be difficult past cars.
So I just got to try and push now on this stint and see if there's a chance I can get myself ahead of some cars. The gap was pretty big.
I wonder if the DRS will work here. Hulkenberg had a mega drive.
Let's see, Perez in the pits. Perez in the pits, so we just jump Perez.
Okay, we passed the Ferrari, we passed Hulkenberg. We're up to P5 now.
So what's the status with the leaders?
Top two are on their own. are together, but in their own little group. Magnussen's just in front of me. He's got no DRS. He's lagging like you though, which is interesting. All Scandinavians seem to be lagging in. Okay, so it looks like Alonso is in second, in third, because I see a Ferrari up ahead, so it could be Alonso. So it's the 2 Red Bulls then.
Yeah.
Which of course, Vettel's the main guy, but Ricciardo obviously the guy behind us in the championship. It'd be nice if we can take some points off him.
Scary for me. At the moment, he's gaining quite a bit of me. I think he was something like 14 points behind me. So if he finishes second and I'm here down outside the point still, then he's past me. But getting a bit closer to these Williams cars now. Obviously they are presumably on the primes, so I should be passing them. Alonso's just set the fast lap, but unlucky mate.
Oh, Magnussen's undercut me. I've got the outside line though.
Come on, Kevin.
Pretty aggressive move, but he actually got out of the way. I saw him in his mirror actually move out of the way, so no contact made.
See, just because Kevin is a nice guy, he avoided a huge crash which he tried to cause, clearly.
Yeah. That was pretty GP2 standard right there.
Here we go though, these options are working way better than the primes by the looks of it. I mean...
I'm not surprised, that's what they're meant to do.
Yeah. It's quite a substantial gap though, because I couldn't pass the Force India when we were on the same tyres, but now I'm rapidly catching these Williams, both Williams, on the better tyres. That's what I need to do. I need to try and get ahead of these, and then I've set myself for quite a big defending mission, I think, on the final stint.
Should get a lot of time though, because Ricciardo's leading, interestingly enough.
Here we go. On the better tyres, I can actually keep up with them in the traction zone there at the last corner. Even with Massa having DRS, I'm gaining just about the inside. Oh no, touch Bottas. Didn't mean to do that, but then he just gone out of the way. That's another flaw with AI, isn't it, really? They kind of get put off by the tiniest of touches when they really don't need to. So not really the way I wanted to pass Bottas there, but
a bit hot on the gas.
I can do now. At least I'm into the points for the first time in this race.
It's only taken you 14 laps.
Yeah, it must be a new record, I think. Although actually Canada might have been something similar. If I can get close to these guys and try to challenge, that would be ideal. But I'm just having this underlying worry about my tires falling off their proper pace in not very long. Here we go, within DRS range of button now. But obviously all of these guys will have DRS because they're so close together. DRS isn't going to...
Yeah, I was quite fortunate actually. I managed to jump a lot of those cars, and then the ones I was near the guys near the front, so I was able to just... They didn't have the benefit of DRS as much as the guys that you're racing with at the moment, so...
Yeah. So yeah, I would have gained a lot more on this button if he'd been without DRS down the straight there. And there is... Hülkenberg is a car ahead of Raikkonen by the looks of it. So Hülkenberg is in 6th. So it's not a full Hülkenberg train. So there are a few cars not far ahead of him either. Although I think Hülkenberg is holding up Raikkonen quite clearly. To get myself close to button. Yeah, this is the stage where the tire wear is starting to kick in, and I'm not as dominant of pace as I was before when I was challenging the Williams cars.
Looks like Alonso's catching the Red Bulls. And I'm in turn gradually putting in both of them, or all of them. It's a gradual process, mine. One slip and I'm just losing so much time. Consistency is a major challenge.
Now that I have tyre wear to contend with, I lose half a second in the last sector of the AI, which is annoying. And I turned in too much in that first corner as well. Give myself a nice bit of gravel on the tyre. It's button on the option as well, actually. I just noticed it looks that doesn't look white, that one. I feel like button might be an option as well.
I'm trying to be as damn consistent as I can, and I'm still just losing time.
Oh, this is interesting. The button has lost DRS actually from Raikkonen ahead. And now I have a go. Now I can finally get my car up the inside to take a position. But given my pace at the start of this thing, I would have hoped to have gained, like, at least got myself off ahead of Raikkonen and Hulkenberg, but it doesn't look like that will be the case before I pit.
Alonso's lost a lot of time to this. I think it's in Russia.
When are you planning to? Well, actually, you have quite a few laps to go yet because you're on the other.
Still got a few laps tonight, yeah. Still got a few almost in.
I am wondering if I should pit now or the next lap. Depends if I can catch up.
Oh my god,
these guys.
Ericsson.
Still keeping up with Raikkonen and Hulkenberg. Well, I say that, and then we get into sector 3, but I think I'll go one more lap so that I have one less lap on the primes.
That was painful from Ericsson earlier in the start of that last sector. Just decided to run completely off the road and then just go right across the rejoin and try and get off the line as I was trying to get past him. Threw me on the grass.
Classic backmarker.
Alonso's lost that as well. The two Red Bulls have got another break, unfortunately.
Quite intrigued though by Button being on the options, because I wouldn't have thought I could keep up with him on the same tyre, considering I couldn't keep up with the Sauber and the Force India in the first stint. And I think Raikkonen ahead might be on the options as well. Pretty sure though that Hulkenberg is on. Oh Jesus, Chilton! Chilton!
Yeah, you got a Caterham coming up as well.
Chilton! You absolute onion!
Blimey, that really got him there.
Didn't really. Oh,
right in the field.
He just lost me a couple of seconds. He murdered Raikkonen as well. He might have murdered me just.
Alonso's in, interestingly. I never got the chance to see what tyre he was on.
I'm guessing he was on the option then, to be honest. Because his teammate is. Button is.
Vettel is also in.
You could have this then.
Well, if they come out in traffic.
Because surely pitting this early won't be for options.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to have to go on the primes now, because I have no choice. I have to use both. Still ahead of Button, which is nice. Is there no? Oh, there's a car coming down the pit straight. Why is this? It's freaking Chatel. Oh my god! Don't tell me that he's actually ahead of me just because Chilton held me up. I really hope Chatel has to pit again. Otherwise, I'm slightly embarrassed. Although he's getting a very slow exit out of there. And yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. On the inside line, and they just disappear because they brake so early, instead of trying to go side by side. It's a bit of a shame. And it looks like Sutil is going to hold up good old Jensen a bit, which
I think Ricardo's in. We lead the race. We've got traffic coming right at. Gutierrez decides not to let me go until he sits right on the apex. But we lead the race. I'm interested to see where the top 3 have fallen out into the traffic.
There's a massive clusterfuck at turn 2, coming up to turn 2 there. Oh, as Raikkonen is coming out of the pit lane, this could be close. Gonna have to leave me room on the inside. Yep. Oh, I've jumped Raikkonen by literally an inch. That could be absolutely crucial as well. Is he on the prime? Trying to see. I think he's on the same tyre as me. So hopefully I can keep him at bay for at least a few points in this race.
This is how bad the tyres are at the moment. Gutierrez is keeping up with me. We go in now. It's maybe too early.
Well, laps on the options. You probably have to do some tyre management right at the end. But
I'm hoping I can do the damage before 2 laps to go.
Yeah. Because surely the AI must be on the primes, considering I'm over the pit. So where were you in relation to them
There's
then?
only 2 cars. Alonso is nowhere to be seen. There he is.
Wouldn't surprise me if he's has some Max Chilton visits going on.
We are ahead of Alonso.
So you're gaining points then on your main championship rival at the moment.
Now we need to know what tyres the other 2 are on.
Can't imagine them being on anything else then.
They're quite far up the road as well.
Yeah.
Vettel 5.9 up the road. Need to make this stint really hurt now.
Where's Ricardo fit into all this?
He's leading.
Oh really? Interesting. I guess that's... Well, I was going to say I guess that's good, but that means he's going to jump me if he wins it actually. So I'm getting only 4 points out of this down, so he gets 25, so he's going to be like 7
I've just
points.
pulled a whole second on Vettel in one sector. So it's quite clear what tyres they're on. Unless he's hit traffic. I've also pulled away massively from Alonso.
Oh, I'm actually up to 7th, I just realised. I must have jumped someone else. Thought it was an 8th a moment ago.
Magnussen and Hulkenberg both pit.
Interesting.
He also ran the same as me, so I'm only one.
Oh, I might get close to jumping them actually. Oh, there they go. I'm ahead of Hulkenberg, I think. There's Magnussen. Oh, just behind Magnussen, but he's now on the options, and surely Hulkenberg will be as well. Although Hulkenberg will be stuck behind Raikkonen, crucially. Everything gets out of the way. So yeah, it'll be a miracle if we can hold on to Kevin here, because he's on that much faster tyres. Not only fresher tyres, but just faster tyres. Oh, very wide. You can see how much is gaining there. I'm keeping up reasonably well through this section.
This is the true potential of the Mercedes right here. This is insane.
Getting closer.
I've pretty much halved the lead in a lap.
Really, Jesus. Ooh, yeah, this is the place where I need to keep up with Kevin if I'm gonna have a chance, and I'm just not having any chance, and he's dropped me out there as well. Kevin is gone, I'm afraid. I'm gonna have to be putting the focus to Raikkonen behind. And potentially Hülkenberg on the better tires if he gets past Raikkonen, because he's just behind him.
We've got such a speed advantage here. Might as well just focus on the saving of the tyres as well a little bit at the moment.
There's 2 backmarkers just ahead though. I can only hope that for once in my life the backmarkers hold up, like help me out by actually holding up K-Mag.
Oh, the leaders are being held up severely. By a Caterham, it's another Caterham, it's Kobayashi.
That's been that twice, surely. Oh, no, oh God, Maldonado, he's just got completely off the track to get out Magnussen's way. I guess that's one way to get a lap, but then he kind of looked like he was going to rejoin on the racing line.
We have got DRS.
I feel like I'm driving reasonably well at the moment, it's just that with the tyre disadvantage, Magnussen is a bit too fast. And damn it, he's passed the traffic on the straight, and now that traffic is coming back onto the racing line, but luckily Bianchi is a nice man. He lets me go through as well.
Ah, massive oversteer on corner exit. Hit the curb too hard.
No! Hülkenberg has passed Kimi. This is not good for me, because he's on the options and will now surely be coming after me. Really needed Raikkonen there as a buffer on the primes, but...
And Red Bull might help each other out here.
Keep
Just
on
drafting.
getting with DRS, yeah.
Yeah.
Same situation I was in, except that you're in a situation with Red Bull, so I was in it with a Sauber and 14. Yeah, Magnussen is gone now unless some kind of miracle happens. As his engine fails. I mean, if this was based on the 2015 season with a Honda engine, then his engine might as well fail. Although
I don't think DRS is going to work here for Vettel. I don't think it's enough. We're right underneath him.
Has Kerry done it?
We're up to P2. That's P2. Man, the grip is absolutely unreal.
On rails.
Rear's getting a bit loose through that corner, but the fact I was still able to just keep with him and actually close them up in those last 2 corners was a satisfying feeling. Kept it neat and tidy, followed Vettel all the way through that last corner, and just obviously the Mercedes is so much faster on the line as well. Well, if you believe real F1, I don't know what it's like on here.
The tests I did at the start of the game was that Mercedes is definitely faster in the line than Red Bull, but it's actually slower than Ferrari and Williams, I think, if I remember correctly from what I discovered.
So just like Ricciardo in Hungary 2014, it's surely only a matter of time here. Just got to pick our moment. Ricciardo was pretty good out of that. Should close him up though. Well, it should be easy.
Yeah, Ricciardo wouldn't have DRS either, so...
We lead the race.
I'm not sure if I want to be like pleased or disappointed with you.
Hey, come on, be
getting
pleased
ahead of Ricciardo.
Be pleased for once. I've been happy for you in both your wins this season.
Yeah, I guess. It's like the only thing I've had on you this season is like after Hungary and after Germany, I've had one more win than you. But now it's all even again on the win count. Then again, you're taking 2 points away from Ricciardo, so he might not jump me actually. Might be a couple of points ahead as it stands.
Alright, it's about managing these tyres now.
Oh, here we go then. Hulkenberg's right on me now. Oh, do I really need to go through 6 laps of this? Oh, it's weird. He wasn't really that fast in the last corner. Yes, as they usually are. But yeah, Hulkenberg's all over me now on the better tires. And it's 6 laps to go, which could make this a painful experience. Trying to keep him behind.
You've done well on the strategy front to get into that position now.
Yeah, exactly. It's worked out a lot better than Canada. Because Canada, if you remember, I did the same thing, but then I only managed to catch up to the train ahead of the final stint. I just couldn't actually get myself ahead of anyone. So I was just stuck by myself, like just outside the DRS range for the whole final stint. At least now I have a chance to defend, which hopefully I can take advantage of. And yeah, sliding again to the last corner just by turning in a bit too much on the wheel. And I do the lift mid corner there just to get it turned in, and now Hulkenberg's close. I might actually have to go up to Rich here, because he's gonna have that DRS open like I don't even know what has things open. 2 minutes.
I wouldn't even like to speculate.
Have to manage to defend, back down to standard fuel mix. And it's getting really slippery. I don't know if it's a tyre wear or...
Most certainly.
Yeah, it probably is. There we go, control the slide slightly better through the penultimate corner of that lap. Oh, a bit over there, but then again, I managed to not be as much under pressure as I was previous laps, so that's fine for now. 2 laps to go. Just trying desperately to hang on. Magnus is absolutely gone into the universe somewhere.
Ricardo continues to hang on, so it's looking good there. Got a bit of traffic. I say a bit of traffic. It's one lone car on his own.
One wonky car.
One car with everything to prove, everything to gain. Some lucky hot shot. Waiting for his big break. I mean that in
blocking the leader.
2 terms.
Oh!
Final lap. Hopefully we don't meet him.
Oh, it's getting very slippery on the red tires. Very slippery. See Hulkenberg's indication arrow just pop up every once in a while. Come on, keep it nice and smooth. Yep, should be fine, I hope. Starting the last lap. Oh no, fuel is back down to me and -1. What? Oh no, I missed the first corner. Ooh, that was a bit scary. Okay. Not only need to be wary of the tyre wear, I now need to look at the fuel as well. It's back to optimal for now. Hulkenberg's had a bad first sector. Magnussen's nearly pulled a pit stop on me by being on the options.
It's pretty good speed.
13 seconds he's got. I mean, it's not quite a pit stop, it's over half of it.
It's certainly the right strategy to go, as it has proven today. Last corner. We win. Race 2 of the season.
Well done, man.
And that
Right.
fastest lap is pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Pretty damn quick.
Yeah, the stretch I'm on is not exactly going to get me the fastest lap.
No, sure.
At least I'm holding on from the way. If I don't make a mistake, I'm going to be wide. It's Just being careful. Oh god, fuel is going to -1, but it should be fine. Yep.
8 points. Good job.
Holding on.
Got a good hold on as well. Good hold considering the situation you're in.
Yeah. This the slow start, considering it took me pretty much half the race to get into the top 10, and then having to take the alternate strategy to bring myself back into it. I think 6th. It was so close though to get myself ahead of Kevin. So maybe 5th was possible, but 6th was essentially the best I could do given how it turned out.
Yeah, as for me, it was a pretty flawless race really. I don't think I ran into any trouble at all really. Had to avoid you, that was about it. But that was probably the key moment as well for me as well, actually getting ahead of you, because who knows what could
Damn,
happen.
hit on Grosjean's tyre, man. Still don't understand how it threw me off the track, but oh well. That just kind of started my my poor first half to the race, I guess.
Yeah, set me up for my win. So you see how one thing is good for one person and bad for another.
Exactly. But then again, your pace, I think you just had better pace today, really. It's a bit... I'm a bit frustrated with myself at times like this. So obviously, I feel like I'm quite inconsistent in terms of my performances on different tracks. Like you have certain tracks where I can be really up there and like match you, even be slightly faster maybe. And then tracks, other races, like this, Canada, Spain is another one. Where you suddenly beat me over 20 seconds. So,
I think strategy played a bit of a role today, and also don't forget the nature of the circuit. You spent that last stint just sweating over the cars behind. I was looking forward and really pushing as well. So it's just the way it is. The gap is not too much of a difference today. Today is about the result, good result.
I guess
First and 6th isn't bad. It's not quite 1-2. But it's I don't think that's too bad considering the train of cars you were in the right. You were at the front of that group.
I was on the right side of the train. But,
exactly. So victory for me, and 2 Red Bulls were pretty much all together the whole race. So 2nd and 3rd for Red Bulls, some good points there in the championship. But we close in on them, so I'm looking forward to seeing the standing in a second. Alonso came 4th, Magnussen in 5th. He was pretty close to Alonso at the end, that's to be said. That strategy working well, just falling short actually, but you held on to Hülkenberg. I imagine Hülkenberg would have been a bit closer to Alonso as well if you hadn't played
yeah, basically
the defensive role.
He was on the same strategy as Magnussen anyway. He wasn't that far behind him, so
yep.
If I wasn't there, he definitely would have been there.
Same maybe said for Raikkonen possibly. I don't know what strategy.
Raikkonen and Button were interestingly on the same strategy as me.
Oh, right, okay.
Which is why I was surprised I was actually keeping up with them in the middle part of the race.
I'm just having a look through some of these guys. None of them really interesting. Really. I'm glad I lapped Gutierrez though. He was winding me up, being stuck behind me before I was about to pit, and the second time. But there we go. That's the Hungarian Grand Prix. All wrapped up. 22 cars on the circuit. More cars than the real life F1, and it also threw up a better race than the real life F1 as well. I think, in my opinion, no bias or anything, but.
Sure.
But let's see how that affects the standings. I'm sure it's a lot more intense than what the 2015 standings is going to be as well. So, well, I'm actually up into 2nd.
Wow,
so
not the Mercedes in 1st. Whoa.
that is a good result.
Oh, wow, yeah. You jumped Alonso there.
Yeah, well pleased with that result. So Alonso's 4th place today, obviously hurting him. It could have been a couple more if Magnussen jumped him, but that's fine. We're in 2nd now. We're 2 points clear, and eyes firmly set on Sebastian Vettel up front. Can't not look behind though, because probably next race they'll turn it around again. So that's how close it is so far.
Yeah, top 3 battle I'd say now, and there's Ricciardo actually clawing in quite a few points on me. He's only 4 behind, but thanks to my strategy kind of letting me scrape 8 points there today, I've managed to stay ahead of him for now. So I think
score.
Yeah, in that battle for 4th that I'm in, and I can let you. I can cheer on you in the battle for the championship, I guess, at the moment.
Kevin Magnussen is still repping, still getting points. 76.
Still smashing the living hell out of his teammate.
Hülkenberg not far behind though. As to be said, these paces have been pretty good in the past couple of races. From like Spain onwards, he's been really good. So I'm expecting him to claw in Magnussen, or at least give him a run. So that's the Drivers' Championship. You can take on the teams. How does that affect the teams?
Well, if I can actually get the tab up, then Red Bull, they've probably actually gained a few points on us. Actually, no, I think we would have scored about pretty much the same actually. So we're 12 points behind. That's probably around where we was before.
Yep.
If I'd had a better race, we could have gotten even closer. But hopefully, I will be able to contribute to that going forward. At least we pulled away from Ferrari quite a bit with you beating Alonso and I beating Raikkonen. So it's certainly a top 2 battle there between us and Red Bull. I guess my kind of championship hope for the season is to try and help us to the constructors, because right now the title for the drivers looks out of reach as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, amazingly, this is our first race that we've won this season in full dry all the way through the race.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting point actually.
That's the first time that's happened, and usually in the dry we've usually been outpaced pretty significantly. So it's obviously a step in the right direction for us, and I think the form's going to continue certainly in the European season. Only 2 races left, of course, in the European one, and we've got some fantastic circuits coming up actually.
Spa next up should be fun, I hope.
Yeah,
even though I know that's another track.
So bad.
Should suit our car, of course, but it's another track where I know you're very fast. So
yeah,
I just gotta hope that I am like on better form than in Hungary, I guess. Like I have one of my better days in the cockpit. But I just never really know what to expect from myself on this game before I actually start driving a circuit.
Well, let's hope it all goes good for you in the next one. But that's it. What's going to happen in the next one? I wonder. You're going to have to tune in to find out. And that's us wrapping it up then. I'm KBTK92. Thank you so much for watching.
And I'm Fisi. Thank you very much for watching as well. And I'll see you.
See you in Spa!
See you when we fly up the Rouge!